KPS News with Tapaya and Benson.
Kia ora and welcome to KPS News. Term Roa, Week 1, Term 2, Week 8, 2021. Ko Tapaya ho, ko Benson ho, filling in for Kelly. Welcome to the show. First off on the show, we would like to introduce our KPS News crew. First up, we have Chris. You're all doing a great job. Okay, for our first class item, we have Ruma Wadu showing the class Puka Puka.
In room 8, we've been learning about Māori legends. This is one of them, Te Ika a Maui. Maui had magical powers and was much better at everything than his 4 brothers. They planned to go fishing the next day, but they had not told Maui as they were jealous and did not want him to come. Early the next morning, Maui hid himself in the bottom of his brother's canoe. His brothers laughed as they set off, not knowing Maui, Nukuru, the trickster, was going with them. They paddled out beyond the breakers until they found a good place to fish. But it was not good enough for Maui. He sprang from his hiding place in the bottom of the canoe. The brothers, still shocked by Maui's magical appearance, obeyed his order to paddle on. On and on they paddled. They begged Maui to stop, but he would not. As the sun began to set, the land was already out of sight. All that night, Maui paddled by the light of Marama, the moon. One of his brothers fell asleep. The sea miles slipped beneath the keel of the canoe as something drove Maui on and on. Morning found the brothers, grumpy and surly. Maui was at last satisfied with the fishing place, but as Utu revenge, his brothers would give him no bait, so he struck himself on the nose and smeared the magic jawbone with his own blood. Around and around his head he whirled the jawbone of his ancestor. Then he flung it free to plummet into the ocean.
That was awesome. Yeah, I agree. That was just part 1 of part 3.
So
Now we're going to reintroduce the crew because the sound wasn't working.
both mics.
First up, we have Christian who looks after the live participants. Next, we have Nico checking our live feed. Michaela is looking after the studio graphics and sound. Raka is our computer technician running the show. And the teleprompter is Avan, and Lily is directing the whole show. Thanks, team. Yeah, you're all doing a great job. Okay, for our first class item, we have Ruma Wadu showing the class Puka Puka.
Did we just do that?
Great stuff, you guys.
Yeah, definitely.
Next we have our Tabata Indoor Aerobics from room 4A.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home. We're flying up no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet, that happen in my body. It drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off it. Moving so phenomenally, on like the way we rock it. So don't stop. It's under the lights and everything goes. Nowhere to hide when I'm getting too close.
Is this going on Seesaw?
Those were some cool moves.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely a good way to keep fit on a wet day. Now we have some eating picoteer.
The movie shows them weeding and mulching in the school gardens.
That was some cool picoteer.
That looks so cool.
And by the way, the item before was room 13s and not roommates. Finally on the show we have a great collection of hockey photos that Fire Jane has taken over the last few weeks. Great job, you guys.
Yeah, that was amazing. Following on from that, we have a hockey player of the day.
This week is Caden.
Well done, Caden.
Yeah, you must have great skills. Now we have our 2 Mickey Token Super Students.
This week's standout students are
Zoe from room 2,
Miller from room 4,
Mia from room 8,
Sienna from room 8,
and Jada from room 2. Congratulations from Fire Sally and Mr. Sill, who think you're all amazing students.
as well as the 2 Mecca tokens. We also have our new Being Cool Classroom Awards.
This week we'd like to congratulate room 15.
Awesome, you guys.
Yeah, well done.
Remember, all of the class awards who have been selected are on display in the office area.
Now it's time for the brain teaser. Last week's brain teaser was
A man was walking in the rain of the middle of nowhere without a coat or umbrella.
he got soaked, but not a single on his hair on his head was wet. How can this be? The answer was he was bald. We're sorry, way too many people got it right for us to name.
Awesome guessing though, all of you.
This week's brain teaser is you can find it in Mercury, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn.
But not in Venus or Neptune.
What is it?
Remember to put your guesses in the ice cream container in the office.
Come on, have a go. Who knows, you might be right.
This week we have 2 new pupils.
Their names are Ashley and Paris.
Welcome.
We hope you enjoy your time here at Camel Primary.
Now it's time for the picture of the week.
Cool choice, Riker.
Now it's time for the YouTube feature. That was so amazing. Now it's time for the shout outs.
My first shout out goes to Mrs. Lava for organising Ripper and getting the uniforms ready, also for putting up the gazebo.
My first shout out goes to Room 11 for being amazing.
My second shout out goes to Fire Prime for being awesome.
My second shout out goes to all the KPS news crew. You're doing a great job. By the way, Mr. Salt, you're cool.
By the way, he told us to say that.
Talking of cool, Miss Blowers would like us to give a shout out to her cool student teacher, Miss B. You've done a fantastic job.
Well, that about wraps our show up for today. And remember, this is the one, the only news for you. Thanks for being an amazing audience. Ka kite.
Ka whaitora.
Goodbye.